and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Hermione and today I'm going to be sharing some styling tips for around the home and some little home decorating hacks. But I also want to introduce you to, quite frankly, the most exciting thing that has happened to me in the history of this YouTube channel. I still can't quite frankly believe it, but I have a homeware line. What? Who allowed me? So this collection is with iwantoneofthose.com. I cannot quite believe that they have let me do this. It's been in the works for a really long time and I can't wrap my head around it, but we've come up with a little homeware range that I'm really pleased with. We've got cushions, mugs, and so much more. I will introduce you to all the pieces in a minute, but I also do want to share some home decorating hacks with you in this video, just in case some of these things might not quite tickle your fancy, but if they don't, I Want One of Those actually have loads of really cool Christmas gifts and other things on their website that I do recommend you check out. So let me show you the collection first and then we'll get into the styling.
So the collection, we've got mugs, coasters, throw pillows, prints and blankets, and they're the perfect small items that you can mix and match in your home decor. I really love the color palette. We've included lots of typography and some organic shapes, and I just feel like they perfectly fit in my home, and I'm just so excited to be able to share them with you. So you'll see a few of these sprinkled into the video, and yeah, this is what it looks like.
If you want to check out the collection, I'm going to link it down below, and I'm just so happy with it. Look, fluffy blankets, mugs. I'm still in awe. But now I have to style my house, so let's get into the styling tips and hacks section of this video. Let's go.
So my first tip is to mix and match your decor. When I first moved into this house, I was so lucky to have been given loads of hand-me-downs from all of my family members, although I might have accepted a few too many pieces at first out of sheer excitement. When I narrowed it down to what I really loved, my house finally started coming together, and it really feels like a home that's been collected over time with pieces that hold sentimental value. And you'll probably find that some pieces from family members might not really fit your style, so when you're taking them, ask if you can upcycle them. A new set of handles or a coat of paint will go a really long way. This way you can keep the piece fun and trendy, yet you're able to grow with it and it keeps a lot of that sentimentality. I will mention though that some items are better left without a coat of paint. Be wary of painting antiques and pieces that are really good quality solid wood. Try to live with it in your space before painting and see if you can make it work. It is laughable how many mistakes I've made painting £10 thrifted pieces that turn out to be worth hundreds in mint condition, so heed my warning. Speaking of thrifted bits, we all know I'm no stranger to the charity shops, and if you're looking for a unique piece that really stands out, thrift it. Antique stores, charity shops, flea markets and car boot sales are the places to go, and be patient. It can take a while to find what you're looking for. Sometimes you can go in with a list of what you want and you can stick to it. It might take time, but also be prepared to find something incredible that you had no idea you were even looking for. Anything that's thrifted can also be upcycled. A simple coat of spray paint makes all the difference. When thrifting for small items, what I look for is clean shapes, curved lines, and interesting architectural structures. Almost anything can be spray painted to give it a completely new look. These palm candlestick holders are a great example of what a simple coat of spray paint can do to a cool piece that isn't necessarily your color scheme. Make sure to prime first for a long-lasting and smooth application. This bar cart is probably my favorite thrift upcycle that I've ever done. I did it absolutely years ago. It was a £10 dinner trolley, and all I did was add contact paper to the trays for a more minimal and clean look, and it's been part of my home ever since. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this thing. Next, let's chat about repurposing what you already have. You've probably got loads of things around your house that could be upcycled. Even old tins and packaging that you're about to throw out can be recycled to create something new. I've had this old gift container for years, and I finally went to put it in the recycling bin, but then I decided actually I think it would make an incredible planter. So I spray painted it first with a coat of primer and then with this stone effect spray paint. I swear by these spray paints. They create a lovely contemporary look whilst also hiding imperfections that are on the surface. Now my snake plant is comfortable in his new home, but I do think a slightly taller plant would work better in this pot. Not that I need an excuse to buy more plants. If you don't have spray paint, try the trick of adding bicarbonate of soda to your craft paint to give it a rough, grainy effect. This will cover all of the brush lines from painting. I tried this in a recent thrift flips video and it works so well. Another thing you can upcycle is old soap dispensers. The top of mine had to be thrown away because it became really corroded. It was not good quality. So I decided to turn it into this sweet little bud vase. Take a look at what you already have and see if there's any way to completely repurpose it rather than throwing it away. Now let's chat about hanging up prints. Here are my top tips. If you're going with one large print or a set of prints in the same size, line them up so that the center of the print is level with your eye height. Find out what your eye level is, although 57 inches tends to be what a lot of people suggest for the standard, so you could use this measurement as a guide. Then measure your print's height, divide it by 2 and add it to your eye level height. This number represents where the top of the frame should sit. So when hanging, try to find where the fixtures should be placed on the wall by using a piece of masking tape on the back of the frame to measure where the fixture holes sit. You can then transfer this to the tape and then put the tape on the wall. Check it with a level, make sure it's nice and straight, and then use this guide that you've made to hammer in your nails for the fixtures. This hack is the easiest way to get the most perfectly laid out print wall. I also love to mix in personal photos amongst my fun abstract prints. Not only does it add sentimentality, but it serves as a reminder of what's really important. I love trendy pieces and I change them out so often to give my space a fresh new look, but my family photos never change. Although I do move them around a lot. You know I like moving things around. One of my favourite paintings that I have is actually painted by my mum when she was younger. It's one of the most important things in my house and it makes me happy every time I see it. Let's get on to my favourite subject, DIY. DIY is a great way to add personality to your space. You can mix them in with your thrifted bits or bits that you've bought new for a really personalised look. I find that the more complex and time-consuming a DIY is, the more proud of it I am, which gives me so much joy when I see it, and it ensures that the piece will be part of my decor for a really long time. This is one of my favourite DIYs from this year. I created it using some old string I had lying around and some cardboard that was destined for the recycling bin. Next up, plants. Obviously, I cannot make a video about how to brighten up your home without mentioning my love of houseplants. Plants make me so happy and they really make my house feel more like a home. It really warms my heart when they put out a new leaf. And some of the ones in my breakfast nook have been with me for years. I can't quite believe they're still alive. But no matter what your decor style is, there's a plant that will suit your home. Even if you have pets, there's lots of varieties that are non-toxic, like caletheas, which are so beautiful. And my last tip is to have fun. Think about what your younger self would have wanted in your home. You might have grown up, but there's no harm in making your house fun if you want to. Paint the door pink if you want. Have a swing seat in your kitchen. Enjoy. There is no rule book that says what you can and can't do, and it's easy for us to forget that our homes can be playful if we want them to be. I love pink, as many of you might know, and there's loads of pops of pink all over my home. My favourite thing to do is actually to put this disco ball in the window. My dad gave it to me for Christmas years ago, and when it catches the sunlight, it spreads light all over my home, and it makes me so happy. So have fun, enjoy your home the way you want to, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
So that's everything for today's video. I want to say a massive thank you to iwantoneofthose.com for actually believing in me enough to do the collection with me. I still don't quite know why they allowed me to do this, but thank you to them, and obviously massive thank you to every one of you who has been watching my videos, whether you just started now or you've been watching over the years. It's because of you that I can do cool stuff like this, and I can check off massive bucket list items like having a homeware line. I am so grateful. So thank you so very much. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. Happy decorating and styling, and I'll see you next time. Bye.